Hi Floppycatters, quarantine cat vlog number 5. You want to say hi to everybody? This little guy was really weird today. He wouldn't come outside. We had a very cold day yesterday with rain, and then it started freezing as ice on the trees. So today has warmed up a bit, and as it's melted, it sounds like it's raining outside, like sprinkling, but it's just the ice from yesterday melting on the trees. So I think he thought it was raining. And if you've watched all of our quarantine vlogs, which I will link to below, I'm creating a playlist of them so you can watch them all at once, but you'll know why he doesn't like rain. And I won't bore the other ones that have already watched the quarantine vlogs with that information again. Are you feeling a little bit better knowing it's not raining? Okay. So for those that followed the last one, I put down 4 yards of compost in my yard and have now spread it because last time it was just mounds throughout my yard, and now it's all spread out. So with it being damp from the rain yesterday, it looks really good. So I'm glad that I got that done before all of the rain. There's still some higher clumps. I don't know if you can tell there that I will need to spread and even out, but I actually kind of left it clumpy on purpose in case I find an area where I want to add additional mulch, compost. Well, thank. So one of the things that I was thinking about as I was replying to people's comments, and thank you very, very much for leaving comments, because just as much as it helps you guys to watch a video about my cats, it helps me to answer questions. So I appreciate it very much. But one of the things I was thinking about when I was answering questions was, man, I don't know what to talk about if I did another one of these. And so I was like, well, I'll talk about the fact that I don't know what to talk about. So if you guys have questions, long ago I did like a Q&A thing where people asked me questions and then I answered them in a video. Wub, go get it. I could do that again. The only problem is that ended up people started asking me veterinarian type questions or questions that like a cat nutritionist should answer, not like how did you get into Floppycats? How did you figure out what worked? Like those kind of questions are the ones that I could answer, not necessarily about like cat veterinarian type stuff. Because I think a veterinarian who's trained with years of schooling and years of practice should be answering those kind of questions, not a cat blogger. Although there are veterinarians that aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, or maybe just specialize more in dogs and don't know much about cats as another one would, so you have to be even careful with that. But just morally and ethically, I don't feel right answering those kind of questions other than saying, you know, this is what I would do with my cats based on my experience and based on what my veterinarian that I respect and trust would say to do. Man, it's funny how much the leaves have come out in the last couple days. Like that's amazing. So these are, what are they? People are like, I don't care about your bushes, just show me your cats. It's an oriental lilac, and then this is a viburnum. These are the best smelling flowers in the freaking world. If you ever smelled a gardenia, it's very, very similar. And I mean, the leaves on this little guy, they probably all were like this small For him to be that big is crazy. Whew, am I excited about that smell. It is divine. It is delicious. Well, what do you think? I just got a little whiff of compost when I went over there too. Yes. The sun has come out in our video. The sun has come out, Zerzy Boo. Yes. Yes. Hi. Oh, I have a question. Does anybody have wildflowers? Yeah, last year or 2 years ago, I planted wildflowers. So these are wildflowers with a chunk of chives in the middle. I used to have a vegetable garden here, but the way that it was built, the sides of it deteriorated, and then so I removed it and then kind of let it go natural to see what would happen, and then threw down some wildflower seeds because I wanted to help the bee population. So last year was my first serious year of actually getting wildflowers, and this is what's come back, but I didn't know if I should plant more seeds for the bare spots where it hasn't come back, like especially right in there, or if I wait a little bit longer and see what transpires. So hit me up in the comments and let me know. You can see there's kind of a different variety coming in. It's like almost fern looking there. Okay, we'll go back to the cats since that's why you guys are here. Charles, where are you going? Wooing. Get him, woo. Look at how good my moss looks. Yes. So there are hostas over here that are popping up now. And this moss is funny. My older brother used to live like a street away from me, and he had this in his yard, and he thought it would work over here. And so I said, I struggled all the time with what to plant here because this is north facing and there's a fence. So, and there's a house. So it was difficult to get anything to grow there. So I took literally a small chunk, like a handful, and look at it now. I really want it to like fill in completely, but the moss closer to the house has a difficult time staying. And it is divine to walk on, by the way. You're very busy. Chiggy hasn't even moved. How come Chiggy doesn't move? You're very quiet today. Oh, there it goes. Yes, where's my boo been? My boo was like a real weird kitty today. You like traded places with Chiggy. It's like Freaky Friday with Charlie and Chiggy. Literally, it's usually like Charlie was still upstairs on the bed sleeping, and I had called out to him, woo, let's go outside. And I'd turn around, you know, I'd go outside always to walk the perimeter of my yard and make sure no animals in my yard that would hurt them, like another cat, raccoon, opossum type of thing. And then I also check it for dead things because have found dead squirrels and whatnot. And I'm not opposed to them being around a dead squirrel. I just don't know what that could carry, and I don't want them smelling it, so I have to bury those kind of things before they come outside. So anyway, I did that, and I came back in, and it's usually Charlie like chomping at the bit, standing at the door waiting to go out, and it was Chiggy. and so I was like, well, where's Charlie? And I went upstairs and he was still asleep on the bed. Must have had a good night's sleep, or a good nap after his breakfast. Chiggy, you have something on your back. Chiggy. Thank you. Oh, you no stretching? I thought you might. Yes. Just stretch my back tootsies because I'm a very important fancy kitty. Gotta stretch my back tootsies. Look at all the crap he has on him from the compost. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe and sane, because that's a challenge too with quarantine. In Spanish, I've seen it's called cuarentena. So that's why I like to say in my gringa accent. In the quarantina. Almost like a cantina, but we're in a quarantina. All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.